It's been 50 years since the end of the War of the Wilds. The kindly apple tree which once nourished a family for generations turned vicious and vile. Old buildings coated with ivy, uprooted as if siege engines for spores. Entire forests set upon villages, with nothing left in their wake. In response, farmers fashioned plowshares into deadly weapons, craftsmen turned their innocuous trades into fulcrums for war, and even the most insular cities became bastions of hope for refugees. Much was lost in this war. Lives, cities, entire cultures, and knowledge all vanished, sometimes overnight. Eventually a stalemate was met, centers of humanoid life towering among the ruins of a failed civilization. Farms continued, protected and guarded like dangerous slaughterhouses. Forests are avoided whenever possible, with the bulk of them being kept to the south by Greynor's Wall. No one's sure how it started. Every city has a different story. Druids, magic, gods, spirits, one of the other races. It's always someone else. Everyone shares the blame and reaps the consequences. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM this evening. Tonight we'll be starting out on our first adventure together, where our heroes will take their first steps into this world to investigate the disappearance of a dangerous mage. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I have already introduced myself in the intro that you guys weren't there for, but why don't we go around the table, proverbially, and you guys can introduce yourself and the character that y'all be playing.
So does that mean Griffin, since in my thing, Griffin is the first one after Chase's face?
I concur with this.
Okay. Griffin's first.
Congratulations, Griffin. You are to his left.
Cool. Hi, Internet, or wherever you download podcasts. I'm Griffin. I will be playing a barbarian named Mordecai. He's a fun race called a shifter, which is new to me. Basically think sort of... Chase, how would you describe them?
An animal.
They're not quite werewolves, but...
This is a race from the
child novel
Unearthed
Animals.
Arcana that you can find. That's all online. We are using all of the Unearthed Arcana stuff. I believe Ryan is also going to be taking advantage of some of that.
Yes, I am.
Shifters are originally from Eberron. They are a race that is considered to be, I think it is the child of lycanthropes?
Something like that. It was like something about human and lycanthropic heritage.
Yes.
But they mostly appear like humans. But have the ability to sort of shift, as the name suggests. But yeah, Outlander Barbarian. In-world, shifters are pretty rare. Like, I believe your exact words were, Chase, rare with the capital R.
Yes.
So, Mordecai and his family have been pretty under wraps, like, been in the military their entire lives, just being under wraps by them. But he's made a bit of a reputation for himself for being a guide, for being an escort for caravans traveling from city to city, being pretty skilled out in the wild.
Griff, do you want to talk about your our experience with tabletopping?
I can. This will only actually be my fourth D&D game, actually, despite my 2-3 some years of tabletopping, because I got into this in completely homebrew systems, and in completely homebrew worlds. I've gotten my toes wet with D&D in the past year, 5th edition specifically. So I've played a fighter before, and a cleric, and most recently a non-magic ranger variant. So really haven't dipped into the magics too much, but Mordecai maybe end up taking a druidic route at some point. It's something I kind of got planned. But we'll see. Who knows? Anything can happen.
Okay.
That's all I got, unless you want more.
That's perfect. Let's go ahead and bounce over to Ryan.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. Hello, Internet. I'm Ryan.
Wherever you download podcasts.
Or wherever you download podcasts. So iTunes or whatever the Android equivalent
They're all connected
is.
to the internet. It's fine. Continue.
I'm Ryan. I will be playing a human fighter named Jackson Silver. I have also done a little bit with the Unearthed Arcana as well, and I took the Blade Mastery feat. And for those of you at home, that was in heavy quotes, because I am, of course, a level 1 character.
Right.
But from an RP standpoint, Jackson has just completed his teenage required years in the military, just in time to get home and say goodbye to Dad before he died, and is going out to make his fortune in the world, largely with his sword. Woo. I've also been playing tabletop for, I don't even know how many years. I started with 3.5, and then jumped over to homebrew for a while, and now jumping back into 5, which is really good.
Yeah, it's a good time. Zach, why don't you go ahead and go?
This is me. Hi, folks. I'm Zack Robb. I'm going to be playing a Dragonborn Warlock by the name of Zephyr Johnson. I know, just get the giggles out now.
Still good.
Zephyr, as a boy, his family were on the run from the military folks. He got separated from his family one night while they were being pursued, and fell down a cavern in our hometown of Larata, where it was a old forgotten tomb to a patron known as the Deep. He made a pact with this great old being and gave him power, and he killed a whole bunch of folks, and they're like, we're going to take this boy and put him in the military. And much like Ellis Island, they thought his last name was a little too complicated, so they gave him Johnson. But nice. I've been playing tabletop for 3-4 years now. I got started with you guys with some homebrewed stuff.
Yeah,
this is technically only my second 5e character. Also my first full-blown mage person, so let's do it.
That rounds things back to me. Hi, again, I'm Chase. I am the GM. I'm playing all the murder things and all the question
all
things.
the murder things.
Yep.
This is also a homebrew world of my own creation. Y'all are starting at level 1, but I have been playing I've been playing tabletop for on and off for the past, let's see here, it is 2017, about past 6 years or so, 7 years, give or take. Started off in 3.5 in Eberron, so I've got a lot of affection for my shifter boy, but that quickly shifted into working under the same homebrew system that you boys started playing in, although I don't think I had any overlap with the three of you.
Sir.
Like, I moved away and then moved back and then... Yeah, no, just a couple of games where I played the secret villain, What are you gonna do?
Both times. Both times.
But I have been running 5th edition for about a year now, a little bit more than, and running pretty consistently at that. I've only played in 2 5th edition campaigns, actually all concurrently. It's been a pretty good year for my tabletop gaming needs, at any rate.
Yeah, we're all like triple dipping right now? I'm triple dipping.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. We're kind of in for the penny and the pound when it comes to D&D.
Yeah, I guess in terms of experience as well, all of us have at least some GMing experience. Zach, you have the least, but...
Yeah, I definitely have the least. I've ran maybe 2 games total, and that was still, one shot.
We all have a significant amount of playing and running experience.
And it is fair to mention that anything shitty Chase does to us or me... I am currently running all 3 of these guys in a non-podcast format.
Yeah, no, I mean, you do have the ability of being able to drag me out back behind the alley on Sunday nights and just give me what for. Dawn yawns out over the city of Despera. As the crossroads of the north, it's hard to deny the vital nature of the city to its neighbors. It exists far from any major forests, maintains a garrison of farmers at the expense of the guilds of the city, and allows professionals to ply their trade and live within relative safety. Mordecai. You've been in town for a few weeks. A smooth journey north helping to shepherd people from the south to the north turned into an unusually long stay. You aren't too fussed by it, though. Despera is a good town with good people. You've received missive from the south. It is time for you to begin your druid training. They've given you the name of a druid teacher in your area. His name is Mr. Taldway. He lives just on the outskirts of town. However, the same day you have been given this contract. Zephyr, it's been years since you've been to Despera. As an initiate of the warlocked arts, you have lived much of your life in the de facto capital of Bulwark, only coming this far north on the occasional holiday. Now, though, with your service to the military at an end, you find yourself in need of some steady income. While you are here, you also do need to check in at City Hall. As a registered warlock, it is your duty and your obligation to make sure that your whereabouts are known. Jackson.
Yes.
The road from Plainwatch to Despera is probably the safest in the country. Well-armed farms line the road, your home among them. Seeing your family for the first time in years was equal parts comforting and alienating, and you're happy to be back on the road. However, your trip from the garrison to home wasn't cheap. Your funds have run dry. However, while you're in town, you would like to see the sights, and seeing is free.
Free is good. I like free.
Free is good.
Free is on
awesome,
my
right?
side and in my budget.
You've all taken a contract, and it seems simple enough. A necromancer has gone rogue to the south of town. He was never big time, a noble who took a darker interest. However, a man who has dominion over the dead is never something to sneeze at. It's a tough journey, but the money is good. 50 gold apiece, plus plunder. And no, none of you are dead yet, so odds are good. A stocky man, balding, with a balding head, he is more than happy to facilitate the meeting of the three of you and explain the contract, which is fairly straightforward. Robbie Graves is a military-educated necromancer.
God damn it.
I knew it was coming and it was still
I
fun.
thought I
God
could take
damn
it seriously, but I couldn't.
Excellent. First party shatter at like 20 minutes in. I'll take it. That's good.
This is gonna be
Alright, let's delve on.
He served his time on the border, gained a higher education, and started his own research. His last check-in, though, was 8 months ago. And when folks went to check in on him, they never came back. Your job is to find his home. Easy. Infiltrate it. Harder. Find and neutralize Robbie and bring his spellbook as proof. Still harder. And save the recon team. They're probably dead, so also equally parts impossible. His house is a day south of the city. Maybe about a day and a half if you take it slow. And here's where we find you all. In the back room of the Salad Bowl, Mr.
Sorry,
Ender's
hang
bar.
on, what?
The salad bowl.
Mr. Ender runs the
did
salad
I
bowl.
fucking
Mr. Ender. This is wonderful. This is just wonderful. Thank you, Chase.
I'm glad you like it.
This is wonderful.
You're welcome.
This sounds like an impossible task. Let's go to Cabo.
I'm sorry. You want to go to where?
Cabo.
Cabo. That sounds like a strange hole in the ground.
It is a beautiful place.
No, I will take your word for it, friend. By the way, I am Jackson Silver. It is nice to meet you.
Have we not made introductions yet? Or have we just been sitting at a table not talking?
I would like to mention that infiltrating, not my strong suit. A lot of armor, very heavy. Very good at stabbing things, though.
We will need people who are
So-
good at stabbing things.
I prefer kicking the door down.
I believe subtlety is a great way of going about things. Come in closer.
I come in closer.
I
I've been
lean
running a
in.
bit of an underground smuggling business for quite some time now. Do not tell anyone.
Really?
Wait. Oh. Okay. Does that mean I have an in? Is that what that means?
No, I'm just saying that I believe that there might be a more subtle course of action. Rather than kicking in a door and stabbing people.
Well, if it's supposed to be impossible, then what if we just took the instructions and threw them out the window? And,
There are instructions?
yeah. Well,
That would make this way simpler.
that's what the contract said, right? Contract said.
Mr. Ender is just standing there.
That's what Mr. Ender said.
Holding
right?
the contract.
He said infiltrate.
Still there.
But he also said that infiltrate would likely result in our death. So I'm game. I like a good stealth mission. I'm just not good at it.
Fair enough. You can be a bodyguard. That will be your cover. It will be great. These are merely suggestions, mind you.
Now, Mr. Ender, to clarify, we don't actually need to bring back his head, just his book.
Yeah, the spell book. Yes,
the spell book.
The spell book.
What's a spell book?
It's a book where he keeps his spells.
It's a book of spells. A spell book.
So
it is. It's also where he's done all of his research. The government would like that back.
So,
can't have it falling into the wrong hands. Of course.
So on the
wrong hands, but okay.
On the cover of the book, it'll say Robbie Graves' spell book.
Probably not.
Necromancy.
No, but I imagine your warlock friend will be able to deduce which one it is quite easily.
This would be a good time, guys, to point out that I have an intelligence of 8.
Choice.
Ha! Do you have any questions for me?
So where's the rest of the team, Mr. Ender? Where's the rest of the team?
Oh no, it's just you three.
We are the team, kid.
Oh. Well. Oh, right then.
You're all military trained in your own rights, and I'm certain you will have no problem handling this situation.
None at all. Shall we get
started?
Excellent.
I know the roads well, and I know the lands well. I will be able to get us there.
Right.
Unharmed.
Excellent.
Can we stop and see the sights on the way? That is why I'm here.
Well, if you want to see the sights, I would suggest doing that before you leave. There's really nothing but the hard-caked ground between here and down south. You could take the road if you'd like. It's a little bit longer, but I suppose it might be a bit safer too.
We'll take the ground.
Really, your call. Very well. Bold
We have
action.
no wheels.
I can appreciate
we have
that.
no need for roads.
You said it's a day away, Chase?
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So is it like afternoon now? What?
It's mid-morning, probably
Mid-morning.
about 10, 11 o'clock. Y'all do have some things that you might want to get taken care of before you leave town.
The way I see it, well, I'm decent at surviving in the wilds, but not so much for patching up wounds. We want to perhaps pool our funds together, purchase some medicinal aid.
That sounds like a wise choice.
You mean those grape tasting potions that make you hurt
Yes,
a little
those.
less?
Though I prefer the cherry-flavored ones.
Well, then let us go to this store and purchase
No, that's
one.
okay. You can do that, and I hand you my 10 gold.
Very good.
So you need 30 more? Here. Wait.
Is it 30
Yeah,
more?
50.
Is it
I don't
50
know.
gold
You
for
need-
one of
it's
these
50.
potions?
Wait, so you
It's
need
50.
15, 16,
Ah, jeez.
17. I think that's...
I want you to make me an intelligence check for counting. This
First roll of the
dice roll,
game.
This came.
the lucky 13.
Jesus, that's a bad omen.
Okay, you do have to like verbally count it out, but you do get there.
So I give him 30 gold to go get the potion. And
Yeah,
I think
I don't budge the whole time. I just sit there like my hand outstretched, just...
Like a patient parent.
Any time now.
Here you go. Here's 30. I know
Thank
it's
you.
30.
Alright, I go and get a friggin' health potion.
Okay. Alright, you, among your chores before you leave, that is
I'm
taken
assuming-
How
care
much
of.
does one health potion heal?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, it is, we'll say 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, that's not bad for us. Because, we're
Yeah.
level 1.
I think
so-
I have the most HP out of
Yeah,
all of
you
us,
know,
and
full health.
that's only 14
I have-
still. I'm assuming that as a guide, an escort of sorts, that I would have, I'd have a pretty well detailed map, even at least one that I myself have made. So I would just like to take a little bit of time and unfurl said map and take my friends here, my
Okay.
new companions here, through the route, like just so that they have a sense of where we're
Where we're
headed.
going.
Because to me, that's a
That's
big deal.
that's so nice
Sure.
of you.
So I unfurl this map, probably while we're still at the bar, or the salad bowl. Do they have alcohol here at the salad bowl? Excellent.
Oh, they surely do.
Is
They had
it...
two things.
Almost
salad
exclusively.
and
I
tea.
unfurl the map on the table, and start pointing out just the sort of straight shot path we're headed. I'm assuming that Mr. Ender kind of gave us a general location to head to.
Oh, yeah. And the contract actually has a fairly decent map alongside it as well. It is literally a straight... There are two ways you can get there. It is a straight shot down, where it would take you about like a day and a half if you're walking careful. Or you can take the road, and that's a full 2 days, but less chance of getting roughed up.
I recommend that we just ignore the road altogether. We have no need of it. We are 3 capable individuals, and
Oh, you're talking about me.
Yes. I'm assuming that sword on your side is for show.
No. I am 1 capable individual. You two, you are correct. We are 3 capable individuals.
Very good.
That was very roundabout and counterintuitive.
Can I do one thing before we decide to set out? Can I go to the barracks or if there's soldiers in the bar or something, and see if I can find someone that I at least know in passing or would have met, just to try to get a sit rep on what's going on south of the city?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a charisma check.
Okay. Charisma. That would be the other lucky number of 7.
Good.
You walk up to, it takes you a while to find somebody to actually have this discussion with them, because you don't exactly put your best foot forward. You just kind of start sitting down and talking to people without introducing yourself, reminding them who you might be if you've met them before.
So what's new with you? Have you been south of the city? I need to know what's going on south of the city.
I mean, there's a lot of blink dogs down there. Yeah, better if you're going that way, watch out, I guess, or something.
Yeah. Gonna take down that famous necromancer Robbie Graves.
Who?
The gonna take down that not very famous necromancer Robbie Graves.
Good on you. I'm gonna leave. And then he goes and he just sits at another table.
Good.
I'll see you later. See you later, friend.
Hey, DM, would I have checked in at Town Hall and been like, hi, I'm here yet?
Yeah, sure, you could do that while you're out purchasing that singular health potion.
Yeah, my singular health potion, yeah.
Singular health potion.
Yeah, you dip in, and you kind of start, you make your introductions, you sign the paperwork, you show your license. It's a fairly, it's an expedited process.
Your license picture looks terrible.
Exactly. You've actually got like a gout of electricity coming out of your mouth at the time. Like it was, you got a cold going on. It was,
I'm mid sneeze and just lightning.
It's here in the fantasy DMV. It sucks to get your picture taken.
Your portrait drawn.
They're gonna try and rebrand it as the fantasy BMV, but nobody's gonna fall for that shit.
No. Awesome. All right, cool. Well, I catch up with the other fellows.
I have one quick question before we set out.
Okay.
This Mr. Taldway figure, do I have any indication of where he resides? Where his...
he lives over on the outskirts of town.
Is he... South.
No, he's a little bit more towards the east. If you wanted to speak to him before you left, that would be something to probably undertake before you rejoin.
We're going to be returning here after we take care of Robbie, right?
Correct.
All right, I'll hang on until then.
Yeah.
I need walking around money.
That's fair.
I just took all your money.
Right. So I definitely need some walking around money. And by walking around money, I mean money to live, buy food, and things like that.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do while you all are in town, or do you want to head south?
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Okay. The 3 of you head south, down towards Mount Cadandra. The barren land is quiet. Nothing but short grassed plains and trail lay between you and your goal. The old folk would talk of a time where you could build a fire, and the trees would be so thick that even a few 100 feet away you could go unseen. Those times are long past. As night starts to set in, the three of you start talking about making camp. What are you guys doing to prepare?
Quick point of order. I would like to make mention that as an Outlander, I have proficiency in one type of musical instrument, and it is the drum. So I have been drumming like a big drum strapped to my waist, like this entire time. Not like a kettle drum, but like a... I don't know the right name for it. The ones that have like the big top and they like kind of taper down toward the bottom. I don't know. A drum.
Like a
Okay.
djembe?
Sure.
A djembe?
I've got a drum that I hit with my hands. I use it to ward off predators.
Okay.
It's also good for morale.
Like Donkey Konga, you just sit there.
Roll me a survival check.
Awesome. That is gonna be an unnatural 20.
Jam.
Hey, yeah, you do
There we go.
a fantastic job of keeping anything that could possibly want to fuck with you away from you.
Let's get your Donkey Konga on, bro.
Just that for hours.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna make a.
Okay,
What do I have to resist to not go crazy about this?
Charisma, a 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, I'm fine. I'm just barely, but I'm there.
Yeah, you're a little grumpy about it. It's like you were signing on to like take a quiet walk down the plains, not play some Donkey Konga.
I did not sign up for the next cast of Stomp.
Anyway, as for we're in sort of a light woodlands, or grasslands.
Yeah.
So really
Plains.
not much in the way of shelter or things to make shelter with.
No. You might be able to find something, but just as you're walking around, you're not really seeing much.
Yeah. Survival or perhaps investigation to find, thinking like, an alcove in a hill, or at least just like
give me whatever's better.
I'll do survival. 11?
You're able to find kind of the base of a hill. It has a quick drop off, and you're able to post up there.
All right.
You have no visibility behind you, but forwards towards the Graves Manor, you can't really. You could have a pretty good views point.
Okay. We'll set up camp here, I think.
All right, that could work.
This sounds like a good idea.
Second question. Are the grasslands incredibly dry?
Oh, yes.
So no fire. Noted. or I kind of like grab a piece of grass and like twist it between my fingers and see it like kind of crumble and fall apart. And I tell you boys, we'd probably be best not to start up a fire tonight unless we want this entire brush to catch.
As you say that, like, my fingers are, like, in a snapping form, like about to light a fire with prestidigitation, and I...
No.
Okay.
No.
No, that's a horrible idea. Let me tell you about this one time back in training camp.
How old is Jackson, by the way? He's
like 20.
He's like a tiny little tot.
Jackson's like 20.
He's a young 20.
He's a young 20. He's seen a lot of shit, but he's only like 20.
Seen some things, man.
He's
Some stuff.
killed his fair share of people.
Just remember, he's killed
His
for
fair
less.
share of people.
Okay.
There's a reason why he's good with the sword.
Fair enough.
But anyway, this one time at training camp,
Jesus
we were in a
Christ.
similar position. No hill then, but it could come in handy now. We had this long stretch of brush, and we made a bet to see who could jump over the fire.
Oh, jeez.
And the fire kind of took off.
Hey, Ryan. So while you're talking,
Yeah.
just in your head, telepathically, you hear just a whisper that says, "Shut up."
Oh, nice.
Just a faint
You got
whisper. In your head, just your head.
Jackson.
What? What was that?
Well,
What was what?
Wait.
what was what?
Hold on.
Oh. I start looking around for danger.
Again, you hear in your head.
Can I?
Again, you hear in your head. Yes, you are looking around like a fool.
I'm going to say that I would know this from my military experience. I'm going to look right at Zephyr and go, You fucker.
You mean Zephyr?
No. I want you to give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Intelligence.
Yes.
I've still rolled an 18.
Oh, yeah. No, you've been... This is not the first time somebody's fucking messaged you before to be a bit of a prick about it.
This is my first MSN messenger.
All right. So I look at Zephyr and I go, that better come in handy.
What? What did he do? I don't
I
understand.
don't know
What's
what
going
you're
on?
talking about.
Mordecai, he's going to talk to you
Deception.
without speaking.
Well, that seems
Who, me, Deception?
rude.
Yes.
That is a natural 20.
Oh boy.
Okay. You firmly believe, like, you don't know where it came from now. You're not sure. Like, you're 90% sure that it was Zephyr. But maybe not.
But maybe not.
Maybe not.
You don't know.
I give him the stink eye, and then I go
Mhm.
and I go and I want to set a trap for whatever weird telepathic bear is in these woods.
You're gonna say...
Do you say that? Do you say that in character? Because
say-
I would be really interested to hunt some telepathic bears with you.
So I'm pretty sure that was you. But just to be safe,
I don't know. I
I've
don't know
heard
what
there's
you're
some
talking
really
about.
awful telepathic bears.
Mm.
But them's good eating. So I'm going to go set some traps.
Have you
Telepathic
encountered
bears, you
telepathic
say?
bears before?
Well-
I haven't.
How
Well,
do you know they're good eating?
I know bears are good eating, so
Mm.
I assume.
I feel
magic
like if they're
stringy.
telepathic, they use their
The
mind
magic-
too much. They're too gamey.
The arcana it makes them crispy after they've been cooked.
I'm just
That
not...
magic just baked right
yeah.
in and makes them golden brown and delicious.
Zephyr is
Did-
just like nodding at you like, yep, keep talking, yep.
So, GM, what do I have to roll for telepathic bear trap setting?
We'll go ahead and call that one survival.
Oh, good.
Can
I'm
I
good at
tag in
that.
on this.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, you can tag in.
That is a 19.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay.
That's only a 12 for the hunter.
Okay.
Okay.
It's because I've fought
I'll-
telepathic bears before.
You fought him at Greynor's. It was real shitty.
It was real shitty. It was awful. But they
Okay.
tasted real good.
Oh yeah, no, like sure it was a little gamey, but how often do you get to eat something that you kill?
Often. I fish quite a bit.
Wasn't asking you.
I see. I rescind my statement.
I don't actually exist in this world.
I see.
So what?
I'm speaking to the spirits of the
Are
wild.
we waiting until dark to storm this place, or what is...
Well, we're not
That
actually
is
there.
fair. Let us gather around the... Never mind, we don't have a fire. Let us discuss our approach. No, I'm going to make a general knowledge arcana check on necromancers. Okay, that's only a 4. Now, perhaps we should wait until dawn, because necromancers, their powers get stronger at nighttime.
I absolutely agree with that.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
because my plan, hear me out, my plan is to kick in the front door. But we could get real clever about it. I could kick in the front door while you guys are simultaneously kicking in the back door.
Kicking in the back door, exactly, yes.
That way he can't get out.
I'm not a fan
if he has
of
a-
either of these plans, but...
If he has a
whatever.
third door-
Zephyr, new
if he has a
plan.
third door-
You kick in the roof.
There you
Me, I shall kick in the roof.
You can
Yes.
kick in the roof? Oh, right. Do you have Zack, do you have wings?
I don't
You
have
can
wings,
fly.
no. I don't
You
even have a
don't have
tail.
wings. You
Dragonborn
cannot-
do not have
Okay,
wings.
you
Dragonborn
cannot
can't-
fly. Okay.
I cannot fly.
Mordecai is content wait until dawn, or perhaps just before dawn.
Get
They
your
do
old
say
ants
it
down.
is always darkest before the dawn.
Although if Zephyr, maybe you and I, the ones who don't clink every time we take a step, wanted to maybe go scout out the manor a little bit, I'd be interested in that.
That could be very promising, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess me and Mordecai are gonna go scope out the
Yeah.
Gonna go case the place.
Okay.
I leave my drum at the camp.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want
And I tell Jackson, don't touch.
Okay.
Don't touch.
I give it
Okay.
a small pat, and it goes like really quietly, and I tell it I'll be back later.
So it's going to take you about another hour or so to get down to the house.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What do we
So-
just from the horizon, like standing and seeing this thing on the horizon? What kind of are we seeing? Is this like an actual manor house?
You see it after an hour.
Okay.
And it is it's a pretty big house by your standards, maybe not by our standards.
Right.
It's 2 stories. It looks like it's got a pretty sizable balcony on the 2nd story. Roll me perception check. Because you're just seeing it on the horizon.
21.
Hot damn. Zombies are just walking around everywhere.
Aces.
There's probably 15 of them just outside the manor, and they're not sturdy looking folk.
But there's a bunch
but
of
you'd
them and
rather
3
not
of
get
us,
into a
yeah.
tussle with them if you could avoid it.
Yeah. How far out are we from the manor right now?
You're probably about another, to actually get up on it,
Yeah.
you're probably half hour, maybe an hour,
Okay.
if you're going
So,
slow.
Yeah, so we're not close. Like, we're not within
No.
earshot. Okay. I look over to Saphir, and am pointing out the zombies. Well, I guess that makes sense. He is a necromancer.
Yes, that is sort of the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
This will be tricky.
Perhaps that kick in the front door approach isn't such a good plan after all.
No, I was against that completely from the beginning.
If it made sense for the time, then...
Pause. I would like Mr. Silver to go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ah, shit.
Oh, great! And this, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you at home, this is what This is what happens when you split the party.
That's right, we made a critical error.
You did, very early, too.
Yeah.
Perception, 17.
Okay. You hear, not too far from you, one of your psychic bear traps goes off.
Fuck me.
And you hear something awful screaming from it.
Great. I pull out my longsword and I go to investigate.
Okay. It's pretty dark. Do you have anything to see with? Because y'all didn't light a fire.
I have a torch. I have 10 torches.
Okay.
I will light a torch. So I'll have sword in one hand, torch in the other. Because
Okay.
psychic bears don't like fire.
Most things don't. Now,
Swallowed
I
out of
want you
fire,
to
my one
describe
true
to me
weakness.
this psychic bear trap.
Okay. The psychic bear trap is just a bear trap. But
Oh.
I draw a little magical rune in the middle of it. I don't know how. Jackson doesn't know how to draw magical runes, but he draws a magical rune in the center of it that he was told by a very drunk man would help catch psychic bears.
Okay.
Excellent.
Patent
Yeah,
pending.
you walk up to your psychic bear trap, and you don't see a psychic bear. You see a horse.
Aww.
A
Is it
very well barded war horse.
Oh, dips.
okay? Is
And
there
it
anyone
is
on?
freaking the fuck
Okay.
out.
Can I roll animal handling to calm it down so I can get the trap off of it?
Yeah, sure.
It's a war horse. It's
well.
just 2 guys and a big puppet, so it's fine.
Just push one of them over.
18.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of soothe the horse for a bit, and make me a strength check to get the bear trap off.
Strength.
You should be decent at that.
9.
Ooh.
No, you get it almost open, and then you slam it back down, and the horse starts freaking out again.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Hold on.
So
Let me try this again.
Go ahead. I want you to calm the horse down now at disadvantage.
Calm down,
because now
please.
you've heard it.
Can I say I've stuck the torch in the ground as safely as I can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Without, making a forest fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First roll's a 19. Second roll is an 18. So.
Oh, well,
animal handling.
no, you're good.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Calm, horse. Mr. Horse. Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed,
Oh, boy.
please calm down. I'll get you out of this. I'm very good with psychic bear traps. Not as good with horses.
Go ahead, make me strength at advantage this time. Because you're really focusing.
17.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you get the trap off and you lead the horse away. The leg is real fucked up, but and he's limping on it. You're not, he might make it, but you don't want to ride him out of a fight on it.
Right. I've got some rope. Can I cut off a portion of it and make like a makeshift bandage just for support?
Do you have any like a spare pair of clothes or something like that?
I actually do have an
is,
extra set of common clothes.
Yeah.
So I will,
you can use your clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
That's fine.
Ryan, did you take the soldier background?
Yeah, so I've got common
Yeah.
clothes.
Awesome. Yeah, so did I.
Okay, so I'll tear off a sleeve or something.
Okay. We'll bounce back to the recon party then. So you guys are you sneaking up on the house then, or are you gonna go back and report?
My sneak is so bad, but like I'd be down.
What do you feel like we should do? Should we investigate further?
I mean, we came here to get a lay of the house. If we left now, it would be all for naught.
Are the zombies kind of all congregated toward the front of the house? Like the sides are clear?
There are definitely like a bit closer to the front of the house. You might be able to cut a berth around and see what you can see towards the back.
Alright, yeah. That's what I suggest to Zephyr that we do.
That sounds like a plan.
Around the... We'll just say the left
Let
side.
us get moving.
Okay. Both of you make me a stealth check.
Oh boy. Okay, that is a
Nice.
15.
As a 21 from me.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys are able to all kind of slip around the sides. Exactly. You're able to see there's not really any other doors around back, actually. You do see a well, though.
I point out the well. Just quietly. Hey, check it out.
Approach it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
the
let's do
well
that.
has gone dry, but it appears that there's a ladder leading down.
Ooh, what I'm gonna
somebody
do,
was trying
let
to
me
do some
do a
repairs.
magic thing real quick. I'm gonna use prestidigitation and send a
Okay.
little ball of light down to see what's going down there.
I
Okay.
mean, I have dark vision, but okay.
I do not.
Fair enough.
Okay. You conjure up a ball of light, and you just kind of let it gently float down into the well. You see that it drops about 15-20 feet down, and at the base of the well, there is looks like there is a tunnel that leads towards the house.
So I just cast my first spell. I'm pretty proud of myself.
My boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Only other thing I really want to scope out, looking at the back of the house, is there any sort of I'll just say what I'm gonna say. How climbable is it?
The house is made of it's like cobblestone almost.
Okay.
Most construction is, but the house is pretty old. The stone is chipping. I mean, I wouldn't want to try it.
I just want to know my
I mean,
options.
I have
Yeah,
these,
no,
these
look, it's-
big meaty claws, so
I motion to Zephyr to let's head out of here and head back to camp.
Understood.
I think we've seen all there is
I
to see here.
telepath you. Understood.
What the fuck?
Arcana check.
what the fuck?
Can I argue advantage since I was privy to this situation earlier?
Yes.
Okay, good. Dicks. Okay, that's still only a 10.
Oh no!
You are aware of the situation. You are 90% sure it was him.
No, that was most definitely me. Let's
But
go.
psychic bears are a situation that you must be always constant vigilance. Constant vigilance with the psychic bears.
I collect myself. I take a deep breath. I look Zephyr square in the eyes, and I say, We have to move now.
Let us move out. Good. Let's go.
And we hightail it back to camp.
Okay, give me another stealth check just as you're leaving.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's only an 8.
Geez.
Oh no.
That was a 19 from me.
Well, the 19 will do it.
Mm-hmm.
The 8 will not.
Mm-hmm.
As you're vacating the premises, you start to notice a couple, not many, like 1 or 2 of the Zeds
zombies
start looking over at you. Let me check a thing here.
Fuck.
Let me find the zombies in my book.
Act like a zombie.
You know, we made a lot of jokes. We've had a lot of goofs. We might actually die.
Has it only been 58 minutes?
It's a good run, guys. It's
sir.
been a good run. It's been a good run.
All right. What did you say you rolled? You rolled a
I
7?
rolled an 8.
You said, no, you rolled an 8.
8? Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. One of them starts to kind of shuffle off towards you.
How far is it?
Probably about 20 feet.
Okay, I'm
but
just
its
gonna
vision
walk away
isn't
from
exactly excellent.
How fast are these dudes?
Not terribly.
Like shambling zombies, or like 28
no.
weeks later zombies, where they're like,
No. This is very bad magic.
oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'm just gonna like.
This is the kind of zombie he would wake up in the morning. It's like he knows he has to make a zombie that day, but his heart's just not in it, so he just kind of like raises some dead.
Yeah. So I look at the dude, and I'm like, okay, and I just walk slightly faster than him away.
Okay. He follows at an incredibly slow pace. You lose him after like 10
Good.
minutes.
Awesome.
Okay. Excellent. I'd like to remain trying to be sneaky throughout that process, just in case.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you see Saphir stop and look over his shoulder and make a couple of faces, and then he just kind of like hustles a little bit more.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Excellent. So the two of you arrive back to camp, and Mr. Silver has a new friend.
Oh, the horse is at the camp?
Yeah. Well, I assumed like
Yes,
you were.
yeah.
Well, no, actually, that's a good question. What are you doing with this horse?
I would bring the horse back to camp.
Okay, I thought so.
Find a nice patch of grass that doesn't suck as much for it to eat or something.
Some slightly greener grass.
It munches.
Does it have a saddle or saddlebags or anything? Or
no, the horse has a saddle and a bridle and all that stuff.
okay, so it's got riding gear, but nothing to identify anyone by.
Oh no, it has identifications. The saddle is marked with a sigil. Go ahead and roll me a history check to see if you know what sigil that is.
I'm gonna go with no. 13.
Okay, yeah, it's actually the sigil for Planeswatch.
Oh,
Not Planeswatch. My apologies, not
Okay.
Planeswatch. For Despera.
for Despera.
Yes.
Which is where we just were, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So this is a soldier's horse, or is it a soldier's horse, or is it a noble's horse? Would the sigil tell me? Is it like from the barracks?
Not like that. What you can gather is that the horse belongs to the city.
Okay.
This does not belong to a soldier themselves. This is, probably was out of a barracks.
Sure. Okay. So
right,
okay.
cool.
I'm gonna.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna write down Mr. Ed on my sheet.
Okay. Of course you are.
He's
Of
my
course you are.
Ho 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 ho! Die.
It's a little rude.
Okay. All right. So
All right.
I'm gonna keep a watch in case that zombie shows up.
Like 3 hours later.
Okay.
We wander back into camp and they're like, Jackson, we found, you have a horse now. Cool.
Yes, I found this horse.
Oh, you have
no.
brought us dinner. This is very exciting.
Whoa. Hey
now.
Whoa.
Hey, I wish I had some to feed this horse.
Oh my.
You were just talking about eating telepathic bears earlier. Why
yes,
can we not eat a
because
horse?
telepathic bears are meant to be eaten. You're not supposed to eat a horse.
Telepathic bears are monsters. Horses are noble creatures.
Look at the sigil. It belongs to Despera. This is clearly a soldier's horse, or, was given to a soldier to use. Might have been part of the recon team that was sent down
horses
here.
Are noble creatures.
Yes, so
but this one's also
a noble meal.
This one's also been injured.
How did that happen?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Mordecai goes into mom mode.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll medicine? See if there's anything I can do?
Do it.
That is a natural 20.
Woo!
Excellent.
Fix Mr. Ed. Fix Mr. Ed.
I fully intend to.
All right, so what you do, you go into mom mode and you tell Jackson, stay here.
Yeah. What a great impression of me.
And you book it back into the brush, and you come back out with stone, like some flat stone and some twigs, and you are able to fashion a incredibly serviceable splint for Senior Ed.
For Mr. Ed.
And he seems contented.
In my close proximity, can I determine whether this horse is actually a male or not?
I mean, you can, to what end?
Because if it's a girl named Mr. Ed, that's hilarious.
You know what? I will roll, because I've been rolling on something soft so I don't get a whole lot of noise pollution here. I'm going to roll a d4. Odds, it is a male. Evens, it is a female.
All right.
Odds, it is a male.
Okay. Well, that's okay, I guess.
That's a letdown.
I mean, he may have an 8 intelligence. I'm pretty sure it only takes like a 6 to figure out, like,
Guys,
bits.
guys, I know what a horse dick looks like.
But like, in my initial survey of Jackson, I didn't take him for someone who would attempt to identify the gender of this horse. So,
Also fair.
Anywho, I found Mr. Ed real good.
Mr. Ed's looking
Chase,
great.
That's my question. How great is Mr. Ed actually looking? Like, I could actually ride him into combat, or
No.
I should.
No.
No.
You still
okay.
slammed his foot into a bear trap twice.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay. So, how far are we from Despera at this point?
It's a full day's ride, or a full day's walk.
Ride.
Full day's walk. You've got about like an hour or so, maybe 2, if you're like taking it nice and slow and stealthy, to get back up to the house.
What time of day is it right now?
It's night. It is dark. Like, you're probably sitting at midnight at this point.
Awesome.
Well, shall we rest for a while, or shall we...
What did you guys find at the house?
A lot of undead.
Bunch of zombies.
Just so many undead.
Guarding the front. However, around back, we did find a well. And it looked like there was a tunnel that led toward the house, so... That's probably our best course of approach.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we go now, or do we wait?
No, necromancers are stronger at night. I told you this already.
Do you actually know that, though? I feel like that is inaccurate.
As far as I know, yes.
Roll me persuasion.
Who, me or him?
No, him.
Okay.
3.
No, he is making this all up the top of his head. This is bullshit.
No, I'm not making this up. This is what Mordecai heard one day, because I rolled shitty on my Arcana.
Right, but he thinks you're just making this up.
Oh, fair enough, okay.
Hey, Mordecai, in your head you hear, "You are a fool."
Bears.
Fuck bears.
Check the traps.
Okay, I go check the traps.
I go check my trap.
Okay. The traps are empty.
You're out there somewhere, I know it.
Yes, I am.
What the fuck? I'm looking around. I draw a weapon. Like I'm like full stance. Like, where are you? Like,
spin around, little boy.
I turn. I'm
dance,
freaked out.
Puppet, dance, puppet, dance.
I'm gonna make a voluntary wisdom saving throw.
Excellent.
That's an 11. I don't really know what the DC is on bullshit telepathy, but I'm gonna guess it's higher than an 11.
What are you trying to save out of?
Just panic.
Okay. You are very scared. Like, you are now 20% sure that there are bears about.
Well, I don't see any, so I'm gonna like very like cautiously return to camp and alert my companions. They're out there watching.
Look for the bare necessities. The simple bare necessities.
Zephyr, was that you?
What?
Was that you? Like, I couldn't tell if that was you being telepathic or not.
Yeah, that was me being telepathic.
Ah.
I help. I want to help Mr. Ed lay down. Or
Okay.
Do horses sleep laying down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
All right,
cows that sleep standing up.
That's cows. Yes,
Cows.
because of our vast actual animal knowledge. Okay, I would
All
like
up
to
on-
get
on
this
that
horse
animal
to.
knowledge.
I would
Yeah.
like to get this horse to sleep laying down. For two reasons. One, so I can have more body warmth. But two, so that it is off that leg.
Sure. Animal handling DC 10, because it also would like to not be on that leg.
5.
Oh God.
How
the
do I
horse
fuck this
obstinately,
up?
like, walks away from you.
No, you trust me, friend, Mr. Ed. You want to lay down? You'll feel so much better. No. Oh,
Nope.
Bye, Mr. Ed.
All right.
Okay.
So, are you guys going to be taking watches, or are you fairly content that the area is safe?
I'm not convinced this area is safe at all. There's telepathic bears afoot. I'm keeping watch.
Okay. Who is keeping watch when?
I'll take first.
Okay.
And
I will take the last one.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'll take second watch.
Okay. Sounds good.
all the while I'm sitting there, like, not cradling my drum, but my drum is nearby, and I have a spear laid across my lap, and I'm just like...
Waiting for bears.
I'm waiting. Waiting for bears.
All right.
Bears.
The three of you, well, I mean, you all intermittently fall asleep. And the night passes without incident.
Yeah!
Huzzah.
Woo!
That Zambi did not end up following you all the way back to camp.
Nice.
It has a goldfish brain and forgot what it was doing.